Welcome to episode 4, where today we are going to make matcha peanut butter bars with the functional ingredient ashwagandha. So come over here and let me show you some of the ingredients we're going to be using. This is a simple recipe to do. There is no baking required. You could do it at home in less than 10 minutes, and it's one amazing snack. Whether you cut it up into a bar, you put it in the fridge, or let it dry outside, it's gonna be a great high protein snack. So, we're utilizing peanut butter, honey, WPI, which is whey protein isolate, as well as ashwagandha, which is our active ingredient, and a matcha green tea powder. And the reason why we selected matcha green tea is to mask the flavor of the ashwagandha and really give it a completely different profile texture and taste that you don't usually see. So first things first, we're gonna grab our peanut butter. We're gonna go ahead and throw that into our mixing bowl. The second ingredient is our honey. And this again is gonna be our binding agent with that peanut butter. So when we throw that protein in, you get a nice consistency and texture that's gonna stick together and hold its form. Now, before we do anything else, we're gonna bring this down and we're gonna mix this on low speed while we're bringing our other dry ingredients together. And at that point, all of our dries go into the mix and we are done. So turn it on to slow, probably a 2 or a 4, and allow the honey and the peanut butter to come together. Shouldn't take more than 20-30 seconds. As soon as those two are coming together, you'll see the texture change a little bit. You'll see it start to get a little bit thicker. And at that point, it's ready for the protein. So while you have your honey and your peanut butter mixing and combining together, you wanna go ahead and get your 2 active ingredients, your dry, your matcha and your ashwagandha, as well as your whey protein isolate, and combine all of those together. Then you're just gonna go ahead and toss that into the mixture. Increase the speed slightly. And you'll notice that the dough starts to dry up, clump up slightly, but it's still stuck together. So if you see it kind of getting stuck in any which way or against the walls, go ahead and grab your spatula, separate it out a little bit. Once you've taken it off the sidewalls of the bowl, you go ahead and turn that back on, maybe 4 or 5 on speed. And we're just gonna let that come together for maybe another 10 seconds or so, not too much. Then you stop it and it's ready to form. So if you look, come over here. If you look, the dough is something that you can manipulate. It's stuck together and it has a great consistency. When this dries at room temperature, you're gonna have a nice solid bar without any baking whatsoever. So now I'm gonna drop this into my parchment paper. Make sure you have enough sides all the way around where you're able to press it and form it. The top one I'm gonna use as just to press it down without it getting stuck to anything. And once you have it at a good level, then you're gonna move the sides in. And use one of the corners or the sides of the pan that you're using to really get it to shape itself into the corners. Once you have it shaped and you have it wrapped up in your parchment paper, you're just gonna let that sit for an hour or 2 to really allow all the ingredients to come together and to create that texture that's gonna give you a nice chewy bite, but it's, not gonna crumble in your hands. So guys, now that our matcha green tea peanut butter bar with ashwagandha has completely solidified, It's been about an hour. Now it's time to cut it and give it a try. So, if you notice, it has a nice smooth texture, flimsy, but still solid. This is a peanut butter, honey with matcha heaven, and it's got some amazing benefits with the ashwagandha. Let's see how it tastes. The matcha is just enough, not too overpowering. The vanilla, sweet, little salt. Now I get the matcha a lot more. So good. Wow, this is a great tasting product. So this bar right here, guys, it's a high protein with the active ingredient ashwagandha. You guys have seen what it does for you, especially for us men. Guys, this is a great recipe to try at home, and it's a little bit unique. People will definitely think you're a genius.